All right, this is a game called Snatch It. Snatch It if you like word games or spelling games like Scrabble or Bananagrams. This is a ton of fun. Unlike those games, though, it's a lot more aggressive. You're really going after players a lot more. What's going to happen is on your turn, you're going to start off the game. All these tiles are going to be face down. And you're going to take turns, and on your turn, you're going to flip over a tile. You keep on going around the room, around the board. Everyone's flipping over tiles. At any point, once you've got beyond 3 letters, if you see a word that you could form using any of those letters, you can shout out that word, and you get to put it on your board. So, for example, let's say I saw 4, like in golf. I'd take F-O-R-E, and I'd put it on my board. So whatever words you have on your board at the end of the game, those are going to be worth points. So we're going to keep on going around. Some people could theoretically spell out additional words. So here maybe somebody shouts out soy. They get that. They put that on their board. We keep on going. Now what's important about this game, and that's, like I said, a bit different from games like Scrabble or Bananagrams, it's more aggressive because you can actually steal other people's words. So for example, I've got 4 out here. Let's say this was on the board. Somebody else shouted forget. They would take the F-O-R, they put in the G, they put in the T, and they've got a brand new word, forget, and now that's on their board, and it's no longer on my board. So whenever you see something that you could add to somebody else's letters, and you are allowed to rearrange their letters if that's what it takes, but whenever you see something you could add to somebody else's letters, and it would form a new word, if you shout out that word, you get to steal their word. Now the key thing is it has to be an actual new word. It can't just be if the word here is forget, and somebody else has an S on the board, they can't just shout forgets and take that. You have to actually change the core meaning of the word itself, not just throw an S or an ED or change couldn't change actor to actress, not just throw an S or an ED at the end of it or something like that. Theoretically, as the game goes along, words can be stolen a ton of times. Like I said, you can totally alter the order of the letters, but you still have to use all the letters that they had on the board, as well as additional 1 or more letters from the pile in the middle. You also could theoretically even just shout out combined words that 2 different people have. So if somebody had 4, somebody else had get, you could say forget, and you get to steal both of theirs. So as long as you're adding at least 1 letter to a word that somebody already has, and as long as you're changing the core meaning of the word, you can steal their word. The other rule is that the minimum number of letters a word has to have is 3. We're going to keep on going until all the tiles have been turned face up. What I've done with my friends is once the last tile is turned face up, we set a 1-minute timer. There's 1 final minute where anyone could shout out and steal a word. And once that timer goes off, the game is over. Then you're going to count up your points. Points are pretty simple. Every word that is 3 letters long is worth a point. And every additional letter it has beyond 3 letters is worth an additional point. So soy, for example, would be worth 1 point. Forget would be worth 1 point for the first 3 letters, 2, 3, 4 points. So this player would have 5 points for their board. That's how it works. Enjoy.